Day 34 of the US-Israel war on Iran saw the conflict widen again, with fresh Iranian strikes hitting Israel, more attacks and counterattacks across the Gulf, and Donald Trump escalating his rhetoric by openly talking about taking Iran's oil. In Israel, Iranian counterattacks caused new damage in both the south and center of the country. A missile strike sparked a fire at an industrial site in the southern Negev, while separate attacks in central Israel damaged buildings in Rosh Hayyin, Petah Tikva, Tel Aviv and Givatayim. Emergency crews were also deployed in Bnei Brak. There were no immediate reports of deaths in those strikes, but the attacks came just as Israel was already on alert after suspected drone activity in the north. At the same time, Tehran rejected a reported 48-hour US ceasefire proposal, and Iranian officials kept questioning Washington's talk of diplomacy. President Masoud Pezeshkian said Iran's side was being targeted even while it was reaching out, pointing to the killing of the wife of a senior Iranian official in an attack. And on the battlefield, Iran claimed a major win, saying it shot down 2 US warplanes, an F-15 over the southwest and an A-10 near the Strait of Hormuz. US media reported that at least one pilot was rescued, another remains missing, and Washington did not immediately issue a full public denial. Iranian officials even urged civilians to help search for the downed crew. That came as Trump raised the stakes again. In a series of posts, he suggested the United States could open the Strait of Hormuz, seize Iran's oil and, in his words, make a fortune. It is one of his clearest statements yet about trying to turn military pressure into control over Iran's energy resources. The problem for Washington is that, even after weeks of war, Iran is still blocking Hormuz, still firing missiles and drones across the region, and still showing it can impose a cost on everyone around it. And that regional cost keeps growing. In the UAE, falling debris from air defense interceptions caused fires at the Habshan gas facility, the country's biggest gas processing site. One Egyptian national was killed during the evacuation and 4 others were injured. Emirati authorities said the facility suffered significant damage after one of the heaviest 24-hour periods of Iranian attacks yet. Kuwait said Iran targeted both a water desalination plant and an oil refinery, though Tehran denied hitting the desalination site. Bahrain said 4 people were injured in Sitra after shrapnel fell from a downed Iranian drone. And Syria reported explosions around Damascus caused by Israeli interceptions of Iranian missiles. Meanwhile, the Lebanon front kept heating up too. Israel blew up 2 key bridges over the Litani River as it expanded its occupation in the south, and later said it had begun striking Hezbollah infrastructure in Beirut. Hezbollah responded with attacks on Israeli troops in several southern Lebanese towns, including Ain Atta, Maroun al-Raz, and Hula, where it said it hit a Merkava tank with a guided missile and set it on fire. The group also said it had carried out 48 attacks on Israeli positions in a single day. So the picture at the end of day 34 is this: Iran is reluctant about a short ceasefire, Trump is talking less about peace and more about oil, the Gulf saw repeated strikes, and Israel continues to bomb Lebanon.